Music Facebook Live. My name's Becky. I'm part of the student recruitment and marketing team, and I'm joined today by Brian and Andy from our film music course, and I'm just going to ask them to introduce themselves. Brian, do you want to go first?
Yeah, hi, my name's Brian Morrell. I wrote the degree in film music and I'm the program leader for it.
Brilliant, thank you. And Andy?
Hi, my name's Andy Barraclough and I'm the curriculum manager for the film music pathway.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. So we just wanted to give you a bit of an idea of what's in store at our next Music and Performing Arts Online Open Day, which is on this Saturday, the 9th of January. So I'll be asking Brian and Andy some frequently asked questions and getting a bit of a rundown of what to expect at that next event. So we recommend that you click on the bell on Facebook to be notified whenever we go live, and then you don't miss out on any of our future content. We're hoping to have an event like this every single week about a different course, so we can give you a little bit of an information burst as to what will be coming up at the next open day. So to kick things off, Brian, firstly, can you tell us a little bit more about the film course here at Leeds Conservatoire?
Yeah, sure. The film course has been running for now 4 years. It's in its fourth year. Film music used to originally run as a modular subject that students could, on different degrees, could choose to do it for a couple of semesters, and it became popular, so popular that in the end they decided to write a degree, and they asked me to write a degree, and that's been running now for, like I say, 4 years. We've currently got 120, I think 120 students overall, with 52 new first years.
Fantastic. And what makes Conservatoire a great place to study? It's quite a unique course, isn't it? As you say, not many places have this on offer, both within the UK and internationally.
Yeah, I mean, it is a relatively new discipline at undergraduate level. There are a few courses in the country which address film music as part of moving image courses or sound and music for the moving image, but this is the only dedicated composition stroke music production course for film music at degree level, both in a conservatoire setting or anywhere else.
Fantastic. And what would you say makes Leeds Conservatoire particularly the place to come and study this course then?
I think because Leeds Conservatoire has basically got 1,000 musicians within its walls, and we've always found that anybody coming here to study, that level of access to musicians is basically unparalleled. Also, we have a very high degree in terms of facilities, and particularly tech facilities, which again is pretty unrivaled anywhere else. And of course, the main reason people come, of course, is for the expertise.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Andy, could you tell us a little bit about the different doors that you use in classes?
Absolutely. So in the film music degree, we work primarily with Logic, with Apple's Logic Pro X. However, the computers in the Conservatoire all are equipped with Ableton, Pro Tools and Reason, and the notation program Sibelius. You're free to use any digital audio workstation to work on your portfolios, your compositions, your music, such as Cubase, FL Studio, or Pro Tools, unless you have an assessment which states you must complete that work within Logic, which you would do in the module I look after, which is called Specialist Group Study. We also have the Native Instruments Complete Bundle featuring Contact, Reactor, Razor, and many other effects and plugins that you can use to enhance your compositions. We also have the East-West Composer Cloud, complete with a library spanning thousands of instruments and sounds, so you can get tons of different kinds of genres and feels and emotions into your music.
Brilliant. And from talking to applicants at open days, a lot of people obviously don't get access to study film music before they do a degree. What sort of programs would you say is good to be familiar with before someone was to join the course?
I find that with younger composers who maybe have come through a more traditional and classical route, the ones who tend to go for Logic. Logic is quite simple in its nature. Pro Tools and Cubase, for example, in comparison, can seem quite intimidating to someone who's not used that technology before. So I would recommend getting to grips with Logic. There is a more basic version of Logic if you don't want to go straight to that, called GarageBand, which is you'll probably notice when you look at it, it's a very similar laid out program, but this can be used in concurrence with other DAWs should the students want to use those as well. But I personally would recommend Logic as a first starter.
Brilliant, thank you so much. So what kind of industry opportunities would be available to students in order to prepare them for working life after graduation? Brian, do you want to give us some idea of the industry opportunities that you have for students on the course?
Sure, yeah. The main thrust of the industry opportunities come in the form of masterclasses, which run at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. And this is where we get anything from really famous film score composers, orchestrators, directors, right down to recent alumni that are doing really well in the industry, so that when students come and see these people, they can ask them detailed questions and get some really good information out of them regarding what the industry is like right now. There is no kind of internship or anything, because obviously, I mean, you know, being a film score writer isn't so much a job. It's more work in the industry, self-employed work. So there isn't a place we can send you to where you'll study to underneath somebody to become a film score writer. Having said that, a lot of the people that we get in for film nights do end up choosing our students for work, both as intern work once they finish their degree, and also to get actual work in the industry.
Brilliant, yeah, all about that networking, getting your name out there and making sure you're speaking to the right people. In terms of that, Andy, can you tell us a little bit about what some of our graduates have gone on to do and where they're working now?
Yeah, so we've had some graduates who have, even during the pandemic, have been working on. So we've got a student who's working on the BBC's Doctor Who lockdown, where the writers of Doctor Who were creating new stories and what come before, and one of our graduates is actually scoring it. We've had some students who've been working with Sky TV and BBC as well as that. Some students have even been going and working in the games industry, not just the music itself, but the sound, recording sound and doing their own compositions using those sounds. So a variety of kinds of, also assisting other people, which is most people get into the industry that way, is they end up assisting other film and TV composers. And it, you know, it's a great learning experience. It's and it's how most people tend to, when we speak to them, how they get into the industry and make a name for themselves.
Brilliant, thank you so much. So just to kind of wrap up for this short session that we've got now, what sort of things have you got planned for our guests at the open day in January, Brian?
Okay, at the open day, potential students will have a chance to look at an existing presentation that me and Andy do, which is more of a lecture. It's kind of an hour and a half, where I basically deliver a kind of a mock lecture, if you like, and Andy does the same. And after that, we basically go on to a live Q&A, and I'll run a live presentation which talks more about the degree structure and about the tutors and about what kind of experience you're going to get.
And will you give some information about the audition as well? Because obviously that's an important part of application.
Definitely, absolutely. I mean, one of the main areas of that presentation is letting students know exactly what the audition process is, exactly what they have to do for it and what they don't have to do for it.
Brilliant, thank you so much. So that's it for my questions today. Thank you so much to Andy and Brian for answering them. I hope that's helped you guys who are watching give you a bit of idea of what our film course is like. Our next open day is coming up on Saturday, the 9th of January. If you're interested in booking a place, you can click in the comments, or you can visit our website at leedsconservatoire.ac.uk. Once you've logged on there, you can access our online hub 24/7. That's got all sorts of things from student services talks, 360-degree tours of things, including the studios where film music takes place, and also things like student panels with our SU president. So tons of things for you to have a look at on there as well. Don't forget for when we go live next. Thank you so much, and we hope we see you at the event in January. Bye now.